Let's get Leah on here. Leah and her best friend stopped being friends because I think that her best friend Morgan just didn't like Leah's boyfriend. And she was very vocal about it. So she hasn't been hanging out with her best friend and wants us to try to intervene and get her some help. Hey, Leah.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
How
Okay, so tell me about the best friendship. Tell us all about the relationship. Where it started to go sideways. When's the last time you guys talked?
Yeah. Morgan, she and I go back. God, we've been friends since elementary school, I guess. She's one of my best friends. And, I was very excited to introduce her to my boyfriend, Adam. He and I have been dating about 6 months. And I don't know, they just did not hit it off. And at first I thought, okay, no big deal. They'll get to like each other over time. But then not long into it, she's like, look, he's bad for you. I don't like him. And I'm like, well, I like him. What do you mean? You don't have to really like him. I like him. And she just said that she would prefer not to have anything to do with him, which I thought was really harsh. I'm like, well, that stinks. What about, life. Life's going to happen. You guys are going to see each other. You're my two close people. And so she just kind of started pulling away and said, I just don't like him. I just don't want to be around him. And she won't even talk to him. Adam has been trying to, he doesn't know why. He says, he's like, I would like to start over with her. Can you tell her that, can I take her to dinner and just talk to her and just hear what she doesn't like? Maybe there's something, he doesn't know what he did to offend her. So he wants to talk it out, but she won't respond to that idea. She won't respond to him at all. She doesn't really respond to me. She just changes the subject and barely calls me back these days. So, I don't know what's going on. It's weird. It's not like Morgan. She doesn't love everybody I've ever dated, but
I feel like there's some. Is there a history? Excuse me. Turns out eating coconut right before you go on the air is not a good idea. Is there a history here that you don't know about? Maybe that why would she react in such a way that she's just like, I don't like him. I don't want to be around him, without any kind of obvious conflict at all.
Yeah, not that I know of. No one's told me about it. I wish they would if they had. Just think that's my business too at this point. But I'm not sure why. Yeah, it's a little weird, right?
So she has a problem with him, but she will not elaborate what the problem is.
Well, she said she thinks she's a jerk. And she doesn't like, he can talk a lot. He can, joke around a lot, which I rather like a lot. Mm-hmm. But I don't think appreciates. If I had to guess something, I think it's the amount of talking.
And he does want to. He does want to work on this. Wants to take her out to dinner,
does.
But she is flat out refusing.
I give kudos to him for wanting to fix it, but I also wonder if she was willing to just cut you off like this for absolutely no reason, or what you believe is no reason. I get missing a friend, but why would you even want to be back in that friendship?
Well, I hear you. I hear your point, but she and I don't know. She's a close one. I don't know how to just let her go like that. This just seems like a weird, superficial thing. If it's truly like nothing, and
yeah.
You want to find a solution.
Well, something's just not adding up. Something's just not adding up. Because if I have a best friend and I go out, we're all hanging out, and I'm not a huge fan of his girlfriend, I'm not going to cut him off. I'm going to say, dude, are you sure?
Yeah, that seems extreme.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then when they say, yes, I'm sure, you just shut up and work through it.
You said that he likes to joke. Did he say something offensive to her that she has verbalized to you?
Well, nothing that she's verbalized to me or him. I think that's one of the things he wants to ask her. Is what did I do? What did I say?
And I think that's only fair. You can't fix a problem unless you know what the problem is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Leah, has she been like this with your past boyfriends? Is this kind of a pattern for her to kind of get weird when you get in a relationship?
She can get a little weird, and she can also be judgmental for sure of them, but she's never just pulled back like this. This is the first time that she's gone this far.
And this is a best friend of yours.
Yeah. When we go back, we have years and years under our belts together. Like, person I don't want to lose.
All right, so let's give you some closure here, at least some answers, because Tommy reached out to Morgan, the best friend, asked what's going on, and he got a response back. So if you give us a couple of minutes here, we will read that to you, and at least you'll have a little bit of clarity, okay?
Okay, all right.
The Bert Show.